a bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, swing the mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Listen, yes, Lord.
Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
A sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense. Wilson now throwing on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson will throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League. First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And that'll set him back 5. False start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is going to be 49er football. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That catch good for only a couple. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Fulgham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 39, Garoppolo. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5. Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Gold is able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 31, Wilson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers. You watch the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the seat. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Sermon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a handoff. Sermon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And, oh, boy, something you certainly don't want to see. Deebo Samuel still down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. On second down, it's Sermon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They run it with Carson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
They go play action with Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 39, Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing throwing now. Wilson on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got it to Fulgham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Here's Sermon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Sermon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is going to have a Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he gets it down to the 32. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And this is Sermon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get... this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Sermon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, this loss cost them in the playoff shape.